Next, I want to make a video for all the critics out there. I want you to understand a couple of things when you see tutorials, not just beading tutorials, but any craft tutorials. I want you to understand a couple of things because some of the critics are really driving me nuts. And next, this video is also for the people who would like to learn more about making videos and using their crafts and putting them online. So it's not just for the critics, it's also educational, as I have done several videos. But first, let me address the critics. Some of the things online, really, people, you would think everybody is like 12 years old. If you would at least read a lot of grammar mistakes in the comments here and there, then you know they're not 12 or 11 or 10. But even if you're 10, 11 or 12 and watching my videos, I think you know what it means to be condescending, to be pretending you know it better than me. And you know, some of them actually may know it better than me, and I respect that, and I fully agree that there are people that know it way better than me. But most of the critics that are giving that critique, being condescending, being belittling, don't make their own videos. They just tell you what to do. Like, well, you should take some tips and tricks from Alicia or Off the Beaded Path, or you know, you should try to get the technique of Beadaholic. Why? I am me. Why would I want to copy somebody else? That's just one thing. That's just the first thing. The next thing is, I don't know how a Beadaholic works, or Alicia, or Kelly, or somebody. I don't know how they work. Kelly might be in a dark room with building constructor lights on top of her camera and only work in the dark. I don't know. I work during daylight. I don't know what camera she uses. I don't know if she has a handy cam or if she uses... I use a Canon SI30IX, which is for photos. It's not really even for videos, but I can't afford a camera that's like for video making, you know? I mean, these kind of cameras, I mean. So, what makes you think that even if I wanted to copy the technique or the style or something from Alicia, that I can do that? Can you? No, you would have to go to them, be in their room where they're beading and making these videos and see what they're using, know what they're using, whatever kind of beads they're using, whatever kind of threads they're using. And honestly, sometimes I know what kind of beads they're using and what kind of thread they're using, but I don't know what kind of material they're using to make these videos. So that's one for the critics. Some of the critics are really nice about it, and they mean well. I know you mean well, but you're not doing it yourself. You're not making craft videos yourself, and you think that you can advise me how to make them better. Well, the only thing that will make my videos better is time, I guess. Time and practice. So it's not like I'm not trying to improve my videos. It just takes practice like everything else. Then there are, of course, the people that, well, we video makers, we call them the grammar police. And some people are really nice about it, you know, and some people, you know, they bitch about that you, instead of then with an E, you write then with an A, and I'm telling you honestly, I will never understand the difference. I tried several times, but I can't get it. And, or maybe I don't want to get it, maybe my brain is not equipped for it, but still, even these people, when they comment on the grammar, you know, like in the videos with, because I'm not the only one that does pictures. There's at least 2 other Dutch beaders out there I know, or 3 actually, that have pictures and have text, and they're all speaking Dutch. So why do you expect them to speak or write fluent English? They get condescending remarks, just like I do, about their grammar, and you don't even look beyond the video and think, hey, maybe this person isn't Dutch, automatically gets assumed that everybody on YouTube is English or native speaking, British, Canadian, Australian, I don't know. But there are actually people that are here that are Spanish. And yes, mainly they do Spanish videos. Why? Because they're afraid to speak another language because of guys like you that are grammar police. So that's point number 2. And I have to say that there have been a really nice people, and they, you know, they actually mean well and they mean nice, but still, you are stopping other people that want to go on YouTube and read these comments from sharing their crafts, because they're afraid if they say one wrong word or if they spell something incorrectly, that they will have you all over them. And that's and these people have talent, and these people are not going on YouTube and not sharing their talents with you because of you. Very simple. And so I suggest, you know, just at least do a little background check. If somebody is American, then bitch about it if their grammar is not good. On the other hand, I say, why do that? Because they may be dyslexic on the, for that matter. See, you don't know these people, but yet you want to give them advice. So, here's another part. The people always bitch about me going out of camera frame. Now, let me show you a picture. This is my camera. This is my beading pad. And now let me look in my camera frame and see my beading area. Here, put the pins down. I'll put a pin down right there. And this is my other corner. Let me find my other corner. I'm looking at my little beading frame now, my camera frame now. So this is about my other corner. And let me find the corner here. That would be here. And let me find that one, and that goes about here. So now let me zoom you out a bit, and let me show you how much room I have on my beading pad to work within, to stay within camera frame. And this is also educational, so if you guys ever think of going on and doing videos, then I think this will show you perfectly about the frame size you have to work in if you want to stay in that video frame. And yeah, sometimes just because you don't want to go out there, because the next person will start bitching about you going out of camera frame, don't know what you're doing, I can't see what you're doing, what are your hands doing. So let me, oh, that's a little tight, maybe there. That should about sum it up, right? So that's my, well, let me zoom that in a little bit further. Because if I work here, and let me just pick up some beads. Oh, what a waste of fire line just to explain some things. But that's pretty good. That's okay. If I work here, and don't forget to stay in the middle, because that's also very important. Right here, let's make a cross, because you don't want to go out of the middle too much to the side. Let me make a cross there. We got a cross. And now I want to start beading, so I'm picking up some beads. 3, 4, 5, picking up some beads, just. And I'm way in the camera frame, and it's wonderful that I'm in camera frame, but can you see what I'm doing? No, you can't. So when I do this, when people say, well, just zoom out more. Okay, we'll zoom out more. Can you see what I'm doing? Well, I can tell you what I'm doing, but if you don't speak English, then it's going to be really hard to explain it. So, just going into the next seed bead, size 11-0. Can you tell? No, you can't. Picking up 2 seed beads, going into the same one right here. And I'm hoping I'm not blurring, because I might be. So, now you want me to zoom in, of course. So, zooming in. Would that be the right amount? Well, no, not really, because 9 out of 10 times... Oh, gotta stay on my cross, I'm sorry. See how easily that happens? Gotta stay on my cross. Now, I'm going to pick up the 15 O's. And basically in every project that I am doing, I'm also using 15-0s. Now you can't tell the difference. So that means I need to zoom in more, so you can see the difference. And now it gets dangerous, because the closer I get with my camera, the bigger the chance is that I am going to blur. So it's very hard to find the correct position. But let's say, let me zoom out. Let me say this is about it. So I wanted to say that about all the people that are bitching about. But you can't work with this here. And as you noticed, I already got stuck behind one of my head pins with my thread. So you really can't do that either. There's no way. The only thing you can do is draw a square on your beading pad. And then people are going to ask me, why you got the square on your beading pad? So then you're going to have to answer all those questions again. And, you know, nobody reads the comments, so everybody will just be asking, and instead of reading the comments why you got that square on your beading pad, you'll be answering it about 700 times. So, then the next thing is the blurring. Now, I am looking here, so that means I can't look there where my camera frame is. So when it blurs, then I'm really sorry, but there's nothing I can do about this. And there's a lot of comments on the wire wrapping that I go out of camera frame a lot. And it's true. It's very hard to do wire wrapping, because wire wrapping, you need a lot of strength. You need to push and you need to curve, and you know, you need a lot of strength for that. And there's no way you can stay in one place. Actually, this already is hard. But for those of you that really want to go online and make videos, I do hope that you guys will, and that you will not let grammar police or people that thumb down, or people that just keep making remarks because they know it's so much better and never made a video, a crafting video of their own themselves. I do hope you guys will overlook all that, overcome all that, and just go on there. Yes, the first thumb down you're ever going to get is going to hurt. But you know, in time you'll have like 400 likes and 7 dislikes. So who cares? You know, it's not that important. So, but this is basically how it works. That's about the frame that you have to work with. And I suggest everybody to just, let me see how big that size is, to just try that once, just for fun, even if you don't want to make videos. This is about 6.5 centimeters by 11 centimeters. So I'll try and find the inches for that. But I would say just set that up for fun, just for once. If you're on your beading pad, and set that up and see if you can stay in that little area. Because as soon as your thread gets entangled, and now I'm just going to entangle it on purpose for some reason, but as soon as your thread gets entangled and you pull it, there you go, you're already gone. Now, since you can't work with your square, because I think this, not only is it annoying for me, but it will probably be annoying for you to look at, you will have to find that same spot again. And one time you need your video here, and sometimes you need your video here, and sometimes you just need your video here. And or your, yeah, I don't know what to say, but it always is different. Every video is different. It's never the same, depending on what kind of beads you use or what kind of color beads you use, because white beads are very difficult to work with, so you need to zoom in really deep to show size 11-0 seed beads. But yeah, I work a lot with 11-0 white seed beads, so because I'm not very good with colors, so yeah, that's a problem. And I guess that's why I'm still doing picture videos. But actually, that's what I wanted to say, and I hope that you guys really hope that you guys that have crafts or do beading or whatever, just, you know, ignore it all, you know, just be deaf, dumb, blind, and just go online, and as soon as you get one of those people that is condescending or belittling or tries to explain to you how to do it better, or take some tips from somebody else, you know, whatever channel that will be, I would say just go online, do it, and send this link to them, or make your own video about it. And I'm not out to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm just trying to explain that the people that do make the comments, they have no idea what they're talking about, you know. I don't mind being educated, but if I really need to be educated, or if I really want to be educated, I will ask Beataholic if she will see me, and I will go and visit her, and then I can see how to do it correctly, or her way. Let me put it like that. This is my way. I like it this way. I like the way I do it. I enjoy the way I do it. I love making beading tutorials, and yeah, stop being belittling to other people that have YouTube videos up. There's no need for it. They're not on your payroll. You can't tell them what to do. You don't have to give them advice. You do not sponsor them. They don't get beads from you. They don't get craft materials from you. Just stop telling them what to do. These videos are free, guys. I mean, seriously, even if the quality is bad and you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. And if you like them, if you like whatever was made in it, then sit through it. They're free. And for those of you who are brave enough to overcome all these condescending people, all these belittling people, all these people that seem to know it better than you, just take it with a grain of salt. Because for every bad comment, there have been so many wonderful comments. I have had comments of people that are like 70 or 80 or 90 years old that say, I started beading because of you, and I just think it's so wonderful that people show that you're never too old to learn a new craft. And there have been people that say, I'm sick, I'm bedridden, or I broke my leg, I can't work, and I started to go on YouTube. I found your beading channel and I started beading, and I love it, and basically you're a lifesaver, because I was, you know, rolling downwards in a depression, or I was in a depression, and thanks to you I kind of I sort of fought my way out of it. I started beading, and you know, a whole new world opened up for me. There has been a girl called Belinda, I even dedicated a little heart to her, that says, I make your beading tutorials, I bead, and I use these things that I make to sell them, and when I sell them, I use the money to buy stuff for the troops, to support our troops, and I think it's just so wonderful. So there are so many wonderful comments that you will also get. So you got to take the negative with a grain of salt, and just do it because you love to do it, and because you love to do it, other people will fall in love with your videos, and there is an audience out there for everybody. It's not just the big beading channels or the big crafting channels. Everybody will get their audience. So I would say, if you are ready to go for it, then don't hesitate. If you're waiting for the moment where you feel that you're good enough, well, let me tell you, I'll never feel good enough. For instance, my big hero is Sabine Lippert. I think she is the best beater at this moment in time, and I just love her work, and I feel I'll never be as good as her. So, you know, you're never going to be as good as anybody else. You're just as good as you are, and as you progress, you will see in my videos too that some things are just simple, and along the way I just progress. I see myself where I was like 2 years from now when I started my first beading channel. And I see what I'm doing now, and whatever I did 2 years ago, I don't even think it's good enough anymore. But I'm not going to take the videos down, because I like to see the progress also. So I would say, just if you want to do that, if you want to go on YouTube, just do it, and just close your eyes, and don't wait until you think like, well, this is good enough. Just if you're gonna wait for that moment, it's never gonna come, not ever, never, because I'll never be as good as Sabine Lippert. So that if I'm gonna wait for that, I would never be on YouTube right now. So but we all make our own progress. We all have our own styles, and just let it progress as you start on YouTube. I always say that whatever gift God gave you, whatever talent He gave you, whatever you do with it is your gift back to God. So I say just don't let it bother you, the negative stuff, because there's so much positive also will be coming your way. Okay, well that's it guys. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and to those of you that like to give sound advice, think about it. Unless you are actually in a position where you do the same thing, stop giving sound advice. If you don't like it, just move to another channel where you like it better. That's all. Actually, it's very simple. So, bye guys. I hope to see you next time.